Hey Bob, so everybody want, well, not everybody. I had some extra greens that a friend of mine made and I had so much of them, I said I gotta do something with it. So I came up with a southern sausage and greens soup. So here we go. I got just a little bit of oil just to get it going so the bacon doesn't stick. I got some fried bacon. I'm gonna fry some bacon up. Okay, get that going real good. Okay, I'm gonna get that good and golden brown, and then we're gonna add some sauce. We got some sausage here, just some chicken. We got some chicken and basil sausage. We're gonna add that into the bacon when the bacon's brown and brown the sausage up. Be right back. Okay, so the bacon's nice and browned up. We got nice onion, yellow onion. Take this. We got some sausage. It's chicken, basil. Kind of sweet. There's got a little honey or brown sugar in it. A red onion, and then I've got a habanero. What I did for these videos, I cleaned out my refrigerator at home. I said, you know what? We're gonna just make a mystery, like a mystery basket today. So that's a serrano. But be super careful with that. Like I said, I kind of just grab it by the stem here at the end, but try not to. I even try not to even touch my knife after this. Okay? That serrano's like 4 times hotter than I don't know how many times hotter. Maybe somebody can hit me back. Let me know. Okay? So we put it in there. Good amount of garlic. This becomes one of my most popular soups here. Chaplin's Restaurant here, 165 Bank Street in London. I forgot to say Bob Jacko in the house on the camera. My man Bob Jacko, he tells me we hit almost 600,000 videos. It's all to our fans and people liking what we're doing. That's what it's all about. Loving it. So I've got a southern. We're gonna do got a sweet potato laying around. So be careful with these. I see people get cutting these sweet potatoes because they're pretty dense, you know. Pretty dense, like a friend of mine. Here we go. So we want to get, this will put some nice color into it, and actually going to add a little sweetness to it. So that's why, it's good. We'll add. We got the serrano. I'm going to add some black pepper into it. So we want sweet, spicy, and a little, well-seasoned salt. And so here's the sweet potato. Just let those flavors cook real nice, meld together. Okay, let that go. All right, so we got some nice mixed multicolored peppers. Had these laying around. They're kind of nice. Get an assortment at the grocery store. Reasonable. So we got our collard greens. A lot of people just cut these ends off. Not me. I put them in first. The hard ends. That's where all your nutrients are. So I don't like to throw those ends in the garbage. I just switched to a bigger pot, as you see here, because I had to wilt down quite a bit of greens. Okay, put them in there. Okay, make sure you wash your greens real good. I had a friend of mine down in Texas, David Leaks. He taught me a lot about soul food and cooking, and I worked with him at the Fairmont Hotel down there. Real good friend of mine, an excellent. He's from Louisiana, and he used to grow these greens in his garden, and he would actually wash them in his washing machine at home. He'd run them. He'd of course, no detergent. He'd make sure the machine was good, but he would put them on wash 2 or 3 times, and then he would put it on hot and actually cook the greens and wilt them down, put them on spin cycle, and put them in bags in his freezer. He'd have them all year long. Smart. Ingenuity, man, you know? Excellent. Little tricks. See, just keep cooking these. They'll wilt right on down. These are so good for you too. These collard greens, any kind of greens. That's some kale we're going to put in it. Okay. I don't think we're done. Got a whole nother batch of greens right here. Now sometimes you gotta be careful. These are in my refrigerator for a little bit, and but they're all clean at the grocery store. 99 cents a pound. Can't beat it. Put them into your diet. Okay. Got my man Tommy Walters in the house. We didn't introduce Tommy yet today. Doing a little pearl diving over there for us, getting us cleaned up. All right, so I'm going to add some potatoes in here. Just all the potatoes are good, Yukon Golds. I love them. And I'm going to dice, cut them real small so they cook quick. Because essentially, when the potatoes are done, the soup is done. And so the starch in the potato actually helps thicken the soup a little bit. And the sweet potatoes, I don't know how much that'll give up. This is great. I mean, this soup here, a little cornbread or some biscuits, or man, make your tongue slap your brains out. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna add the potatoes. I'll be giving some of this away. Now we're almost at Christmas. A week before Christmas, 2013. This year is almost a wrap. So anyway, how's that look? Nice and pretty, right, Bob?
Oh, looks great.
Okay, so we have some turkey stock. Use any kind of stock you want. Chicken stock, turkey stock. This is some beautiful turkey stock I had going all night. Okay? And I'm just going to a little bit of water. Okay? Let that simmer down. I'm going to adjust the seasoning. Let that simmer up a little bit. I'm going to adjust the seasoning. All right? I'll be right back. All right, so we're up to temperature here. The potatoes are tender, and this is done. Like I said, once the potatoes are cooked, you don't need to overcook the greens. Still leave some of those nutrients in there. So we've got Will, gonna be our test pilot on this one. What do you think, Will? How's it looking?
It's looking good to me.
Huh?
Making my mouth water already.
Okay. That's it, man. Southern beans and greens, right there.
Wow.
Test it out. See what you think.
Let me get my big head in the frame here.
Yeah. That's with turkey broth.
Wow. That is excellent.
Yeah, I mean, you
Matter of
let
fact,
it cool
can
down a little bit.
No, I don't think so.
Sure.
I think I'm going to just
Sure. Go ahead.
take it with me.
Go ahead. Get jiggy with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
This is kind of soup, I think, 2 days later, it gets better, mellows with age.
Oh man, big time. Any kind of soup, it's called curing the pot. And you bring it up, once it's cooked, and you simmer it down. And then what happens is, like, the potatoes and everything soak all the flavors. The flavors meld.
Right.
It's called
It's got to be a French word for
cooking
that.
the pot. It's curing the pot. That's
okay.
What's his name? Jasper White in his Chowder cookbooks. He's out of Boston. He did all the restaurants up there. And in his cookbook, he calls it, the old saying was curing the pot. And I just said soup is always better warmed up.
This is delicious.
Yeah.
Actually, it reminds me
If
of
it's delicious now, what's it going to be tomorrow?
Well, I'll be here tomorrow to
Super
find out.
califragilistic?
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, this reminds me, my father used to make a soup that was similar,
Yeah.
except he called it Musco.
Oh yeah, must go. Yeah.
It's everything in the refrigerator must go.
Well, that's everything today.
That's
What I
it.
did is Bob used to say we're gonna do some recipes. I said I'm gonna clear everything out of the refrigerator and create recipes because I said, you know, how many people say they got nothing? They go to a grocery store, they got cabinets full of food, refrigerator full of food. They end up throwing out and buying new. I said, so I think once a week you got to clear it out.
Well, Dad used to keep every bone in the house. We always bought everything. We never bought chicken cutlets. We always boned everything.
Use the whole chicken.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, one of your little shows there, I learned how to bone a chicken really well. You had some good techniques.
Yeah. One day what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bone out a whole chicken, cut from the back, open it up, and then stuff it, roll it, and tie it. That's what I do with a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's
But anyway, this is Daddy Jack's Cooking with the Blues.
and this
Tom
is Will.
Walker's in the back.
Oh, sorry.
My man Will in the hood, in the neighborhood. Good to see you, Will.
Good to be seen.
All
sir.
right, my man. Happy
All right.
holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Ciao. Bob Jack on camera. 600,000 videos right now and climbing. Thanks to all our viewers and support and the good feedback, and the ones that don't give us good feedback, well, oh well.
You're missing out.
Sorry for you.